Welcome to January at Empirical's SDA Learning Center. Substation project files can contain well over 100 drawings. In this video, I'm going to demonstrate how I build and organize a substation project file using AutoCAD Electrical and Vault Pro. By the end, you'll learn how to build a substation project file and how each drawing can be controlled through the main project file and its native subproject file. In the Project Manager, I've checked out a substation template file that contains a one-line diagram. I'm going to copy this out. So under the Project tab, I'm going to select Copy, Copy Active Project, and then I'm going to navigate to the folder that I want my new substation project to reside in. This template is going to be based on a 115 kV 3-breaker ring bus that I'm going to call New Solar Substation. All projects and drawings that are copied will first go into the Network SDS project folder that we have to be stored until they can be checked into Vault at a later time. So under projects, I already created my new folder for this demonstration, so now I'm just going to give this a name. The name is going to start with the voltage class. I'll put all caps here. I'm going to call it 115 kV. New, capital letters here, New Solar Substation. And then click Save. Now once I'm at this phase, the only drawing I can select is the operational one-line template that comes with this station. So I'll process that and do all. For the name, I'm going to just click Edit. And I'm going to give it a fictitious drawing name off the standard, which will just be, say, 1120OL1 and hit OK, and then OK again. After the creation and update, we're going to have our base substation project file with its smart one-line template up at the top. The one-line template will be activated, and this will be the one-line template that we're going to use and modify during design. Now it's time for me to start adding the additional panels and to start the build-out of the substation project file. At the top of my project manager, there's a drop-down menu. I want to go up there and click the down arrow, scroll down the list and select Open Project from Vault, since I'm going to be using the standard templates housed in our Vault. I'll start with a breaker control panel standard and hit Open. Once I get it open, I want to copy the entire project file in AutoCAD Electrical. So now that project is activated. Like before, I'm going to select Copy under the Project tab and Copy Active Project and OK. The project file is selected, so now I'm going to navigate to the same network folder that I had saved the main project file in. Once I get to the new substation folder where the main project file is, I'm going to give this breaker control panel a unique name. I'll call it A5446 control panel and save. Once I click save and I'm going to select the drawings I want, there's going to be multiple layout sizes and configurations. So this is where I'm going to select only the ones I need for this particular panel configuration. Once I have those selected, I'll hit OK. There are no project-specific files that I want to include, so I'll click OK and move on to the edit screen. So now it's time to assign each drawing a unique project-specific name. So I'm going to click Edit, and I'm going to do that now. This is probably the most tedious part in this entire process, is coming up with these individual names. We have a naming standard that we conform to, but when you can't use find and replace, you have to rename them one by one. So for the sake of time, I'm going to skip to the end of this naming convention. You see they all have a uniform name, and I'll click OK. All drawings for this panel now contain project-specific drawing numbers, and AutoCAD Electrical is going to build it out in the project tree. The program is also going to activate the new project and open up the first drawing in the project file, which we see here as an AC schematic diagram. At this point, I'm going to do the exact same process as last time. I'm going to finish out this video by just building out the line panel that's associated with this breaker panel in the northeast quadrant of our one line. So click the drop down arrow in the project manager and open project from Vault. And now I'm just going to navigate to a line panel that I want to open up and add to this project. I'm going to repeat the copy active project again under the project tab. And this line panel is basically the namesake line for this substation. So once I navigate to the main new solar substation network folder, I'm going to give this sub-project the name New Solar Line Protection Panel. Before I'll quickly add the protection panel. After that, to keep the name uniform. And then I'll click Save. Like before, I'm going to cherry pick only the size and configuration that the project and protection scheme requires. Process that and hit OK. Again, there are going to be no project-specific files that I want to include in this. So now for the naming process, I'm going to go ahead and index all of the trailing numbers by 1 so I can create an alphanumeric drawing order for the folder structure and eventually for the title sheet for this project. Like before, I'll save you time and just go ahead and fast forward. And again, AutoCAD Electrical then builds out the new project in the project tree and is going to open the first active drawing at the top of the list. I'll go ahead and minimize some of these project folders in the project manager to clean it up a little bit. Now I'm going to check these projects and drawings into Vault. I'll start by right-clicking on the main substation project file, going to Vault, and selecting Check in All. From there, I'll navigate to the new solar substation folder I previously created in Vault. Open that up and select OK without comment. If the folder isn't already created, it's simple enough to create the folder and place the project files there at the same time during check-in. You can see that the plus sign that has been removed from the circle next to the project folder icon in the project manager, indicating that the project is checked into Vault. All that's left is to check in the two panel sub-projects, and this entire station, as of right now, will be in Vault. I'll skip over that. This is what the Vault folder structure is going to look like as you start to build out the main substation project. In the Vault folder, I have the main substation project file at the top, the various drawings I've copied, as well as the native sub-project files that I just copied out. Everything is in the same folder. Now I'll add the schematic, layout, and wiring diagram drawings to the main substation project file. By right-clicking on the active project, I'll go ahead and select all the drawings and click Add all at once. I want to give them the project defaults of the main substation project file. And now all the drawings from the two sub-project folders are added to the main substation project file. Now I'm going to start organizing them using subfolders. You right-click on the active project and select Add Subfolder, and I'm going to name each one of these subfolders exactly the same as their sub-project folders that I copied into the project file. I'll select all the drawings that are associated with this breaker, and I'm just going to drag them down and add them to the subfolder. Right-click on the active project again. Next is the line panel. new solar line panel. And I'll go ahead and select the drawings associated with that and drag them and put them in the subfolder. So now I have two subfolders for each panel standard that I copied in, and I'll even create one for the operational one line. These subfolders don't have a function in AutoCAD Electrical outside of organizing project drawings in the project manager. As demonstrated, this doesn't mean that you can't create subprojects in a practical sense, since the drawings are still in their original project files and then added to the main substation project file. They act like subprojects when you're working with them. Essentially, you can work in the substation subproject file or the substation main project file and still get your edits in, and you would update through the main substation project file. I hope you were able to learn something new about substation project and subproject setup in AutoCAD Electrical and Vault. In the next month's video, I'm going to show you how to use what you learned here to work with AutoCAD Electrical and Vault in a multi-user environment. Thanks for stopping in. See you in February with more AutoCAD Electrical content here at the Empirical SDA Learning Center.